Hello, and welcome to That's All podcast. Today we have another Petite for you, our bite-sized episodes to keep you going between longer editions. We decided today to give you some live reactions to a fashion show, and we've chosen none other than Issey Miyake's 2020 fall collection. So sit back, have a cup of tea, and listen to our reactions to this wonderful runway.
Okay, so I like the little, drawing dude. He reminds me of, Finn from Adventure Time.
Oh, I see what you mean now. See, I was getting, high fashion bathroom symbols, which I don't think is what they were going for, but that's what my brain did with it.
But it is kind of high fashion bathroom symbols, is it not? I don't know. How did they do that?
I also appreciate that none of these have a gender.
Yes.
At least not an
obvious one.
Yeah.
And then, they're cutting it out. Holy shit. Holy shit. How are they doing that without fucking it up?
How are they cutting these out? What are they using?
Magic. It's magic.
I want these guys to cut my wrapping paper.
Was that sound supposed to be that loud? Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love, I saw photos of this beforehand, and I was like, okay, these weird line people, but now I love the weird line people so much more.
Yeah, I understand them now, because when you just see these, this is proof that you need to, watch the shows and not just look at the catwalk images, because the catwalk images of this make no sense.
Right, you appreciate the movement, but also just, now the shapes make so much more sense. I love things about them that, just in the stills, I was like, I don't care for that. I love this fucking cape situation, this weird hood thing. I did not like it in the still image. Seeing how this moves and how it encases people, I would wear that. That weird, black one. I don't like the pattern on the inside, but, it's just good.
Mm-hmm. This feels... There's a lot of, it's, futuristic situations going on, which I know is, quite cliche, but there's something about the, sea foam colors on those, green-ish ensembles that is getting to me somehow. Ooh, parachute pants.
The parachute pants, I hate these patterns. But, these billowy jellyfish shapes, classic Miyake.
The shapes I'm digging. The patterns I would rather have on, a throw pillow, personally.
Right.
But I accept for the time being.
On stationery, maybe.
Yeah. This is one, though, where I'm sure if I knew about the history of this fabric, I'm sure there's something I don't know about that would make me appreciate this pattern more, but just offhand like this, not so much.
Also, that weird thing that they're doing where they're taking, the billowy parts off their shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if you just drop it? Does it just become a giant train?
I was just thinking that.
Also, what happens in a breeze? Oh my god.
But I really like that breezy feeling. It's got this, there's a peach one coming down that I love. And for me, the one that don't have patterns show it off better. I know it's a little bit classic minimalist, but it's not, because the shapes are so extra, really.
Right, because the shapes are so interesting. Why do you have to have the pattern?
Oh, this middle girl.
Yes, this pajama mom, I think, is how we described it.
Pajama mom is here to stay and play. Oh, and it's multi-use.
Yeah, and she's tying it around her waist.
Oh, yes.
She's ready to go.
This has taken this from ooh, cool fashion moment weird to low-key can I buy this, because this looks like the most useful, comfortable, yet fashion moment one could ever have.
Where do I purchase this billowy pajama situation?
How do we relate this to the colors coming down right now?
This is, I don't, it's this weird stretchy knit fabric, I don't...
But it's matching the music. The music's now gotten kind of ooh, let's have a little bit of fun.
Right.
Okay, I like this jumpsuit situation, but it reads monkey to me, and I don't want to, be mean, but it does a little bit.
Right. Also, I hate that bag. I hate the bags. They make me so uncomfortable, and I can't describe why, but they do. They make me uncomfortable.
Is it because they low-key have a bit of an organ shape?
Yeah, I think they remind me of, like, cellular amoeba diagrams in, like, science textbooks. And I don't know, it just makes me... What is happening with this music right now?
They look like... They probably aren't, but they look like they'd feel like a watering can.
Yeah.
Like a plastic one.
Nothing about it makes me feel okay. Ooh, what is this, like, fringe? It's like she's wearing a throw blanket, but, like, in a fun way.
I mean, poncho hero. And it's winter.
We've reached the duvets. I do not know how I feel about the open knee situation. Do they have zippers on them? Could you close them?
I think they have... I mean, here's my question. Are they shants? Like, are they shorts and pants? Like, do they zip off? They do! Look, there's someone coming down with the bottom part zipped off. I'm telling you, these are shants.
I do like the red shants, I gotta say. I don't know what it is about them. I like the red duvet and, like, duvet short situation. I don't know why. Oh, actually...
It's weird. I love, like, those of you who know me know I have a duvet coat that I love and cherish, but I kind of hate being cold, which is why I cherish it. So I naturally don't respond as well to cold weather suggestive things as I do, like, floaty summery things. So this makes me feel cold, and I don't like being cold.
But, like, how do you feel about the white one? The top part, where it's like, I don't know, I kind of like it.
Here's my problem, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Moncler have kind of capitalized on this whole aesthetic, so whenever I see it, I feel like it's a take on Moncler and not a take on the puffer. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And that kind of throws me. Which, good on Moncler.
I do feel like this season, everyone did the fucking puffer, though. Like, goddamn this puffer situation.
I know, there's a lot of puffer going on.
I would wear that black one, though.
I mean, the fact that it looks like those, where they've done those cuts are interesting from a design perspective, I'm sure, but are bothering me because I can feel that they're, like, in the way. Right. Obviously, we're not talking practicality here, but... Oh! Things are... It's gone.
Oh, the walls are coming down!
Empire Strikes Back.
And we've reached the Obi-Wan Kenobi but fashion section of the catwalk.
We actually have, though.
Well, it was like... We were talking before about fashion shows, and you were saying about how it's not just about creating a fantasy in the sense that, like, fashion shows are meant to transport you somewhere else, but, like, you're saying it's like they've created an entire fantasy world where there's a cast of all characters, and it's like, this is every person in this world.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at the whole world of this show,
right,
like you were just saying about this whole fantasy world, this whole world makes sense as a whole. Like, one look next to another on its own might not seem like the same collection, but when you see it as a collective, you see how they're related to each other.
Right. And I definitely like that reddish clay colored weird one, I think the best. Like you were saying, like, when they put the patterns on things, it almost takes away from the weird shapes that they're doing, and is the weird shape not the whole point?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So I love this hood. Giant, it's almost like Obi-Wan-esque hood. Like, that's how hoods should be. I don't want small hoods. I don't like what's happening now.
Ooh.
I don't like these fuzzy things.
What? Where did... Abominable Snowman.
I don't like... They walk so slow. Why are they walking so slow? Oh, and the music changed.
Yeah, okay, so the music's changed.
I don't know why this makes me feel so strange.
So, I don't mind the lilac, like, suit meets pajama situation. Like, I'm not... That doesn't offend me so much. I'm kind of into it, if anything. It gives me, like, high fashion daily sleeper brand vibes.
Right, like high fashion, stay at home on your couch vibes.
But this fluffy...
Oh.
Oh, we're kneeling.
What? Why?
I don't know. There's something
clinical, it's like almost like
weird.
Scrubs, like pajama scrubs.
Excuse me. Where did you come from?
Yeah, I don't like weird parachute people.
We have flying squirrels.
They look...
Oh, but I live for a choreography moment.
I mean, that's fair. It's so modern dance. Like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. This hat.
So I feel like the people before this went to war, and now it's like some weird world where nothing is left except the color white and gray.
Right.
And the sun is shining, and it's the calm after the storm. Like, this feels like that weird calm and peaceful.
Right, it's almost like after a storm where, like, things are still wet, so, like, rain is still dripping from the trees, but, like, the sun comes out a little bit. It feels like that, but, like, in a very weird way. Like, that sounded very beautiful. This is very strange and ethereal and makes me slightly, I don't know, just they're walking so slow.
I feel like there's, like, a memorial going on. This reminds me kind of the feeling we got on the first show right after Karl Lagerfeld passed away. And there was this weird, eerie, like, ode to Karl, like, moment where they were all walking through the chalets and it was really bright and white, but it was still, like, kind of sad. It gives me a similar vibe to that.
Right, it's almost like you said the word eerie, and I definitely feel that. Like, I don't feel threatened by this. Like, it's not creepy in that I feel haunted or threatened, but it feels eerie.
Yeah.
These flying squirrel people.
Goodbye,
They look like
squirrels.
solar panels mixed with recycling.
I mean...
Can you imagine wearing something like that out in public?
I know. Oh, Okay.
What is it?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't like this.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this.
My brain.
I don't know why this makes me so uncomfortable, but I feel so uncomfortable. Oh no, now they're moving. I don't like it.
I feel like they're prisoners, and I don't know why. It's like the new hand, like
They just came out of the wall.
it's almost like chains, but it's clothing,
Right.
and I don't know.
Oh, is that what we're supposed to be experiencing here? Chains to clothing? Clothing, if it's supposed to be clothing connecting us to each other, I feel like it's doing that, but in a way that I dislike.
Yeah, but this feels like against their will.
Yeah, this feels like a cult.
Like, are they okay with this?
Right. Oh no, this makes me so uncomfortable.
Like, they're smiling, but is that because they've been told to?
Right. All the boots are like the color of Timberlands, but not in a good Timberland way.
Yeah. When did that happen?
Why are their hands so pink? Are they colored that way?
Oh, weird, yeah. Why do they have, like, tie-dye skin? What? Ooh, we're rolling in. What happens when you're the kid in this and you're like, Mommy, I'm a model, and this happens as your first gig? I don't know.
Well, I guess there could be worse things. I don't know what they are. In fashion, anyway.
I totally respect it. I just don't know how to feel.
Right, and like the ones where like they're attached to the head, it's like they're siphoning their brains out or something. Also, I know I'm skipping ahead, but I see an orange monstrosity coming and some bright yellow pants.
If I dissect it, I feel like the world ended, we mourned it, and now the second wave of humans have come back, where we're all, like, interconnected and morphed together. Like, this feels like the new age situation.
Radioactive.
From the ashes vibe.
It feels like post-radioactive apocalypse to me.
Yes. But the music makes me feel calm.
Yes. It's like bad things have happened, but I'm being told it's okay.
It's the new normal. Oh my god, is this post-corona?
Maybe. I mean, the things where there's like holes in the pants, it looks very much like decay. Like rot.
Mm-hmm.
But we're so calm about it and holding hands.
What's interesting about this section is everyone is dressed basically the same. It's not like before where you kind of had different characters and stuff. There's very much a unison, not just in the fact they're connected, but also aesthetically. They're all in unison of colors and shapes.
Right.
Which is interesting.
It's almost because the shape is so like melty and malformed that they all seem to be the same shape, even though they're all technically different. That's an interesting concept, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, and now everyone's joined together. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh, I dislike this.
I like it though. Like it's weirdly positive at the end, which like right now I'm like, oh look at them all together. Like I just all of us in unison. Like I'm so proud and happy somehow.
They look like the monkeys in a barrel situation.
Yeah.
Where you could link the little monkey hands.
I have been on a journey.
Oh, but now, yeah, something about the music now.
There's such a like starting a new feeling from this, and I don't know where it's coming from, but it's happening.
Yeah, like what is this?
Like together we thrive.
I guess. Well, this is also part of like why fashion shows are important as an experience. Like this is a performance. Like you don't get this from looking at still images.
No, not at all.
The music is important here. It's creating the mood. I did not like it when they came out of the wall, though. I'll be honest. That was concerned me.
Wow.
Oh, and here he is.
Oh, we just watched his brainchild, and it was beautiful. No matter what happens when I watch a Miyake show, I always end up almost crying or crying. Like, I end up emotional, and it's so strange. I don't know what it is he does, but he makes it a journey.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm feeling something.
He manages to be the backdrop to the context of Fashion Month a lot, I feel like. Like, trends in terms of storylines can often be traced back to a Miyake show.
And we were talking about Tim Blanks reviewing like kind of Fashion Month before watching this. They mentioned a bunch of fashion shows that they thought were important. And Miyake was never mentioned as like, oh, this is one you should look out for. But it kept being mentioned in conjunction to everything else. So it's like Miyake manages to do these things that are like understated, but at the same time are clearly so important to everything else going on.
You can tell that he's a storyteller and this is his medium.
He's clearly not trying to break out of that. He's clearly doing what he sets out to do. And he's just doing it, you know? It's just sometimes I don't understand the story he's telling, but I'm like, there's something happening.
I think I need to lie down.
Yeah, like I don't know how to unpack what I just witnessed.
And with that,
that's all. That ending was weird.